Pickaxe.
Join us at patreon.com/castparty for a whole plethora of exclusive goodies. 5-day early access to every Cast Party episode, including Nocturne, ad-free episodes, behind-the-scenes info, exclusive bonus monthly one-shots, access to our community Discord, where our community plays D&D games together, has game nights, and hosts so much more, all for less than the price of a single cup of coffee per month. Aren't convinced? Try out a free trial. 7 days free to check out the content that we offer only exclusively on our Patreon. Patreon.com/castparty. Support your favorite D&D podcast, all while getting some awesome perks. Patreon.com/castparty. See you there, casting crew.
Welcome, cast and crew, back to Nocturne, A Curse of Strahd Tale. My name is Ryan McManus, and I will be your director for today. You can find me running the Cast Party socials at Cast Party D&D or on my personals at Ryan.McManus. And I am joined today by my finally finding solace kinda casting crew. We have Vince.
Hi, Vince Perino. You can find me at all of my socials at Dr. Stoice. It's like Blastoise without the blat. You all also have to hold your breath for the rest of this episode. I'm getting over a head cold, so I don't want to get you sick at all. So hold your breath. Don't breathe.
All right, May. Go.
I don't like that.
Sorry.
All right, May, go. All right, May. Let's go. We got Nocturne to record.
I prefer a more eloquent introduction, but it's fine. My name's May, or May LaFay on the internet, and I'm playing Zielle. I'm not going to hold my breath because I'm going to drink a little bit of whiskey, and that's like medicine, so I should be fine.
Oh, you're killing the germs.
Yeah, I'm taking my medicine.
Back for the 32nd time, we have Jose.
Hi, everyone. Jose here. You can follow me on socials, DM Jose G. I'm playing Alizzato, best beard in Vallaki, absolute beast of a man, both literally and physically and metaphorically. I'm definitely not going to hold my breath because every time I try to hold my breath, I feel like I always fail really quickly. So let's just not do that.
Well, I know Betty can hold her breath forever because singer stuff.
That
Them
is
singer
true.
lungs are crazy.
Superpowers, bitch.
Betty, would you please introduce yourself?
My name's Betty. I play Dahlia, your constellation of melancholia, and you can find me at Betty the Beholder on TikTok and Instagram. And I would also like to say they used to use cocaine as medicine, so May, whiskey can't be bad for you if they used to use cocaine.
I'm sorry, I'm just a baby. I can only medicate with this full bottle of whiskey. I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
And finally, we have Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm playing Esmeralda. For now. Here for a good time, not a long time. And I'm on Cast Party Campaign 2 as Lenore, and I'm on the internet as Brizzy Voices, and I like breathing, personally.
Based take.
Okay, brag about it.
Wow, all right.
Look at her with lungs over here. Leaving the castle, alone and quiet in the woods, Dahlia felt a twinge among the fading echoes of hooves. You marched down the road in search of Pony, Esmeralda's stolen horse, hoping for a safe ride. If only. They found Pony's corpse, and I've never felt so fucking bad in my entire life, but they surely pressed on before Dahlia put an end to their strife. An opaque dome of constellations and safety, you took turns on watch, as you all were big eepy. Dahlia stayed up first, while the others laid their heads, as a carriage parked on the side of the road, and her curiosity spread. She saw shadows fumbling before hurling some rocks. Not much was gathered before it got spooked and took off. Zielle was awoken, and a letter was read, before it was time for Dahlia to finally lay her head. Zielle noticed Theren, twitching in his sleep. A horrible childhood dream of Baron was playing on repeat. Baron cracked once more, an upgrade, but at what cost? The rest of the night was uneventful, though you all still remained lost. You walked the only direction you knew, just keep heading west. But the carriage Dahlia saw the night prior wasn't doing the best. Overturned and mauled, 2 masqueraders dead inside, though Esmeralda searched some pockets and a letter she did find. It read of a village, now drowned by the devil. Berez was its name, but you knew it to be something special. The last piece of the puzzle. Information on Strahd himself. As you all finally had Vallaki in your sights. Now let's grab some drinks off the top shelf. As you all emerge from the woods, heading west, you spot Vallaki's gates in your sights. Only a short little walk and you are finally behind walls of safety. Before we get inside the walls, I wanted to go around and do a scar check. Because Esmeralda, Alizzato, and Theren all went down during the fight at the Masquerade to Strahd's Fireball and Vampire Swipes. Esmeralda, this is something that I'm unsure if you're aware of. In Nocturne, if you take a brutal wound, which is one hit that takes more than half of your HP, or if you fall unconscious, your character is left with a permanent scar based on what happened, the events that were going on. So I would just love to know from the few of you that did go down, what's new among your skin?
I'll say Alizzato probably has a scar, maybe that goes from like the temple down to like the top of the lip. But then there's like parts of it where it's like, that's where the scar is. And then I believe from the fireball, there was probably like...
Oh, like full cauterize?
Yeah, a scar from the temple down to the very top of the lip where it's like semi-cauterized, where it's like it attempted to bleed out. And then from the fireball, it just completely like sealed it. So then there's this like burning scar that comes up. Not necessarily like the most noticeable thing, but you could definitely tell the scar, and then around it you can see this like dried up, shriveled up piece of skin where it did its thing.
Esmeralda's just whole left arm is covered in burn scars where she like raised her arm to shield herself from the fireball. That sleeve is also probably gone now and it's just burnt up left arm.
Up his arm, his right arm, you could just see from his pinky and ring finger, the charring almost just kind of follows up the top of his hand and it just wraps around his forearm some.
That leaves us with some destroyed masquerade outfits, some singed cloth, some ripped flesh that is now healed over. Though permanent scars remain from your night at the Masquerade, an event that was hopefully to be a night of fun and entertainment, turned into much, much more. Though as you march your way up to the gates of Vallaki, the guards themselves recognize you as the Sunbringers. They allow you to enter the walls without any hesitation or any trouble. I would love to know what you all are doing. Are you going straight to the Blue Water Inn? Do you have other plans along the way?
Skulking like a cat with my tail between my legs. Back to the tavern.
I will be following behind her from a decent distance, staring her down. Like that stare where you could feel the disappointment from behind you. That kind of stare.
You already yelled at me last night.
It looks like the tavern is the play. Even as you walk, though quiet amongst your group, some heads held low, some attention elsewhere, you can still hear a few guards spread throughout, just making a notice to Vallakians around. You can hear them shouting with a piece of paper. You can see two horribly drawn sketches screaming at the corner. Not seen in 2 days! Have you seen or heard from Nikolai or Carl Wachter? Missing Wachter family carriage. Not seen in 2 days. Have you seen? As he trails off, repeating after repeating this phrase. Passing through the town square, kitty corner, off to the west, you find the entrance to the Blue Water Inn.
I would turn to the group, avoiding eye contact with Theren at least. Everyone, take a minute, go clean up, take a breather. We can meet in my room like a couple hours past midday or something like that. Does that work?
What do we do with these clothes?
What do you want to do with them?
They're just itchy now, and I'm uncomfortable.
I mean, you might be able to forge scraps from it to turn it into something else, but if it's uncomfy, I mean, or maybe we could sell pieces later. I mean, you've got there's like some nice leather here, and, you know, I don't know, maybe just go put on something comfier. I think we should all put on something comfier.
All right, I'm gonna go home then.
I will turn and go to my room if nobody has any other comments.
I think there's a moment when it's just Dahlia, Esmeralda, and Theren. 3 people who have never interacted by themselves before as a trio. And Dahlia looks at Theren and is gonna turn around and walk out of the inn. And she's going to the tailor's.
Okay.
I'll see you back here then. And I will wander off just to look for, I don't think I need a room, but just to find a place to clean up and change.
I would have pointed out which room was mine at the top of the stairs.
Dahlia is gonna go to the bistros and ask Gilly and Lottie to... First, she's gonna apologize because the dress that they worked very hard on was now tattered and bloody and all of those things, and so she'll apologize profusely and then ask if they would take what was left of her ball outfit and make her a new, just like everyday wear dress out of it, because the only other dress that she has is a cheesecloth bag, probably, like something like horrible and decrepit. So just wants, she's like, can I have clothes? And I'm sure Lottie's like, of course. So that's what she's doing.
Lottie would take that request in a heartbeat. She does ask for the current stuff. She does give you at least some sort of simple gown to wear for the rest of the day as she instructs you to come back, just so Gilly has enough time to assess the pieces that are left over from your masquerade outfit, see what he can do, where he can piece things together, and at least give you something wearable to cover yourself with.
Love it. Thank you. She thanks them profusely and we'll go back to the inn.
Alizzato gets home, takes off the shirt that he has on, the sort of like the layers, and before like putting on that similar attire that he always puts on, he looks down at the kilt and he's like, I kind of like this. So he keeps that. But then before doing so, the fact that like we're all going to the Blue Water Inn, I would imagine that there are some clothes that he kept from like his older past selves. And I would imagine somewhere in there in the house amongst like piles of leaves where all of this stuff is just sort of hidden. I'm really terrible with clothes names, so please chat, chime in. Like that sort of like medieval style shirt that like comes down with the little like ropes in between, you know what I mean?
It's just like a tunic.
Yeah, a little tunic.
Like a tunic. Yeah, like a really weathered sort of like not necessarily white anymore, but like that brownish, kind of like slightly yellowish wear and tear. He probably would have put that on and then sort of like looked at himself and then been like trying to assess like if he's comfortable in it, but then he settles into it, eventually heads to the inn.
Theren just wanted to change, bathe, wrap up his arm a little bit, check himself over, and check Baron. And that's really it. Just wait for everybody else. And he will wait until he hears everybody in the other room, and he will make sure that he is the last to walk in.
Zielle do the same. Just melancholy cleaning and changing out of this outfit. She'll just discard this scary, dark new plate in the corner of her room, probably. She'll look to her mirror where she kind of has her little altar set up with her candles. Is normally kind of a ritual she'd do after bathing, which is go talk to Suni, and she'll think to do that, and then she's not gonna try that right now. The thought passes and she goes to open her door and like maybe like pull up a chair or two from like downstairs or something like that, so they have like some extra space to sit. I'll probably go order like a round of drinks. Is Danica back?
I would like to ask you one question before you leave your room. Did you have candles lit at your altar?
No, because I think normally that would be part of like after she bathes, she would go and light them and then like talk to Suni, and She's just feeling a little like she doesn't quite know what to say yet, so for now she's leaving them unlit.
Noted. Before we get downstairs, I do want to move to Esmeralda, unless you had anything else to do in your room.
No. Zielle is in as plain clothes as anyone would have seen her, and her hair is just wet, and she doesn't have any makeup on, which is not like she doesn't wear like heavy makeup, but you are used to seeing her with it on, so that would be new for everyone, I guess. That's all.
Esmeralda, as you are walking through the streets of Vallaki, trying to find a bathhouse somewhere to just get clean, you head back down to the town square, and you hear that voice again, ringing on the street corner, calling for these two people that you've never met. Though, putting the pieces together, thinking about a meal, you feel the emotion of grief begin to wash over you as your sword begins to warm up as you're walking through the streets. The sword you found at Castle Ravenloft sheathed on your hip. As you begin to hear the concern from this man for these missing individuals, the timeline matching up to when you yourself left to the masquerade, and just the events that occurred, the domino effect that happened throughout the night. The sword felt it too, and is transmitting that through you.
I'm sorry, sword. Many lives were lost, and I'm assuming those two men or boys they speak of were part of it.
It's a feeling of sorrowful acceptance. Like you know this is going to happen, like it's expected from Barovia. That you still can't help but feel down about it. But you are able to find a smaller bathhouse in the Noble District. Get yourself clean.
Yeah, I think I had paid someone to stow some of my extra belongings so that I wasn't carrying too much stuff to the masquerade, so I go and pick that up and change back into my normal clothes.
You probably look the most put together and well kept out of everyone as you arrive back to the Blue Water Inn, and you spot Zielle walking downstairs. Though Danica is not behind the bar. As you walk down, Zielle, it is a more lively ambiance. It is just breaking into the evening. You got back to Vallaki around 3-ish. You guys took a couple hours to yourselves to gather yourselves, prep yourself for the chats and the planning that you guys know you need to do to finish what you started. The Blue Water Inn is pretty packed. There are townsfolk spread throughout in these small groups as the Mardukov boys, Bram and Bray, can be seen running around the tavern. They are dodging and weaving in between people, ducking under people's legs as they're playing tag with one another. There's a bit of commotion throughout the bar itself. It's lively. But as you begin to walk up to the bar, Zielle, there are a few patrons that seem a little more rowdy than usual. There's a bit of yelling going on for drinks or missing food. And you see this frantic teenage boy scrambling behind the bar for glasses, trying to fill drinks, as he's then seen running back to the kitchen, coming back out in shambles. He is just a young, baby-faced human. He's got this shaggy broccoli haircut of brown hair that matches his brown eyes perfectly. And he is nervous and clumsy as ever, as he is trying to calm the patrons around him. I'm sorry, I know you ordered soup. I'll be right there, okay? I just have to order 2 drinks for them over there. I'll be right back. I promise. Please don't come behind the bar this time. I'll be right back. As he runs 2 drinks over to a side table, and you can see patrons begin to then reach over the bar and go for the handles of these spouts on the kegs and start pouring themselves a drink just out of pure impatience before they take them back to their seats. As this young boy runs back and looks up to you, walking up to the bar. Can you give me 1 second? I'll take your order. It's fine. Just, can I... What do you need?
5.
5? Oh, fuck.
How about a bottle? A bottle of wine and a couple glasses.
That's so much better. Thank you. 1 sec. And he runs out back. He comes back out with a bottle, finds the corkscrew, and just pops it right there for you.
Where's Danica?
No idea. I was only supposed to fill in for yesterday, and now today she wasn't here to open up, and I got called in. So,
Okay, Thanks.
You want glasses?
Yeah.
I'll bring them over.
I'll just wait. I'm actually gonna take him up to the room.
Okay. Room service? I can do that.
I can wait.
Okay, it's gonna be a minute. As he then moves over and begins to wash glasses as these other patrons are yelling at them, wondering where his baked potato soup is.
Anybody being mean, I would like to I just want to shoot a glare at them.
The door to the tavern open as the bell rings and you spot Esmeralda walking in.
Wander over.
Does wine work?
It's Barovia. Wine it is.
Wine it is. Danica, the barkeep, she was at the ball and she has not come back yet, so... And she'll like gesture over to the chaos.
Right.
Hopefully she just got turned around in the forest, maybe.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, she's trying to be optimistic as she does, but she's not. It feels more half-hearted than usual. Here, can I... That's fine. 3 is fine. 3 glasses is fine. That's enough.
Oh, thank God I was running out of rags as he brings over 3 glasses for you.
Are they clean?
Give me a perception check.
14.
It's not bad. There's a fingerprint on the side. There's a couple smudges, but it's cleanly enough to drink out of.
I'll hand Esmeralda the bottle to carry it. I'll grab the glasses. Head towards my room. Whenever you do arrive, Zielle is interrogating Esmeralda about, like, the dating scene in Barovia. So you've lived here your whole life?
Yeah.
And do you have a significant other?
No.
That is where Dahlia opens the door to join the conversation.
And what is that like? Because you're such a strong, beautiful woman, and I just think that, like, you should have every option available to you, and you're a monster hunter?
Yeah, it means I'm a bit busy.
And the right person will respect that, Dahlia says from the doorway.
You don't really want to get attached to someone in a place like this with the kinds of enemies I have. No.
Yeah, it really sucks when that happens.
It makes you do stupid things.
It's a weakness.
Can I have a perception check, Theren?
13.
As you are sitting on your bed in the quiet, you hear the mumbling of girl talk through your walls. Though you only hear the girls. No Alizzato quite yet.
Could you allow me to then knock on Theron's door?
Absolutely. Though, Alizzato, we will backtrack slightly, because as you walk in to the Blue Water Inn, you do not spot anyone in the main floor. Though Zielle said, when everyone gets here, please meet me up in my room. We will have a secluded private chat. As you make your way for the stairs leading up to the second floor, you are halted by one of the children, tugging at your pant leg, or tugging at your now kilt.
I just kind of do the like quick thing where like I don't mean to bat it away. I bat away and then I immediately sort of like realize it's the child, but then I still kind of like in my old man phase, just kind of like, can I help you?
Yeah, Mommy said that before you go, she wants to see you.
And who's your mom?
Danica, she runs the place.
Oh, Danica wants to talk to me before I leave?
Yeah. She told us that when we see the red smelly man, to send him up to her room.
All right, I sort of like get down low, like making full eye contact with this kid. First of all, I'm not smelly. I am of the earth. Second of all, you tell Danica, your mom, that whenever she is available, we would love some drinks sent over to Zielle's room.
Is that the pretty lady with the yellow hair?
Yes. Yeah, it's her.
She got some.
But I'm asking for me.
You want more? I've seen you drink a lot in here.
You're just a little ball of sunshine, you. I just started like ruffle their hair, but it's like very much a person that does not have kids, just really just overdoing it. Give them a hard pat on the shoulder without realizing how hard it is, and then going, all right, now scurry off. Don't ever call me smelly again.
All right.
I kind of do like that thing where when the camera like actually frames back on me, I kind of do like a little bit of a chuckle, and then I progress forth.
You make your way upstairs, and as you do so, you find Theren's door. You two hear the slight girl talk as you are walking past, and you give Theren's door a knock.
But I do like a very faint, light knock, almost as if to be misunderstood by somebody else knocking on the door.
Oh, give me a deception check.
Oh, a deception check? Okay. Oh, not bad. 18.
Oh, it's perfect. Who do you want it to sound like?
I want it to sound like Zielle.
It's light enough. You bring your pinky up and just the slightest little, barely impacting the door.
What I want is that I want to see Theren's reaction upon opening the door.
Oh, okay.
After a good minute, you hear a couple stomps on the ground come over to the door, and it just really quickly just gets pulled open. The pressure of air just furls your hair back a little bit. What? Oh. What?
Alizzato, leaning into the door frame, goes, so there is a distinction. Theren, I would hope, beyond all reason, that you do not open your door like this to your friends. It is a little abrupt, and we have been through quite a bit, but listen all around you. Everyone's having a jolly time, not remembering nor discussing the horrors that lie outside of this tavern. So if you will, for tonight, at least, as much as I would also like to forget, let's engage with Zielle in the most supportive way.
I've been thinking, and while I am thinking and talking to my brother, I have had to sit here and listen to relationship gossip through the wall. So I apologize if I came off hastily.
You're upset about relationship talk. I mean, let's go figure out who they're talking about. And Alizzato just kind of like scurries over, but like attempts to grab at Theren. Like, come on.
Ryan, can I ask a question for something that I did retroactively? If I, like earlier, I feel like I would have tried this. If I tried to take the ring off, does it come off?
No.
Sick. Okay, I probably would have tried that earlier. That's all. I just wanted to check. Come on in, boys.
As you guys are talking in Zielle's room, Alizzato walks in, Theren shortly behind.
So who exactly are we referring to?
What?
Well, Theren said he could hear conversations about relationships and infatuations, and I myself am not one to have partaken in the realms of love as of late, but I would be quite interested in hearing the details.
Alizzato, you're always welcome to come in for girl talk. You know that.
Kind of like a quick little like, oh, and then just kind of like, oh, I appreciate that, Zielle. I appreciate that.
I know
very much.
you're nice and you want to like not leave Theren by himself, but honestly, when that's happening, he'd probably rather be by himself anyway. So you might as well enjoy it.
All right.
Theren will come through the door after you say that and stand in the doorway, and between his legs, Baron comes bursting through, and he starts just flying around the room a little bit, looking at everybody.
Oh, he's got the zoomies.
What is he missing now? 2 arms? 1 arm?
His legs.
Legs?
The visage of Baron is cut at a almost like 45-degree angle down his face. So this side would be gone, which then leads down to this arm.
His right or left?
I don't remember which one I said. Don't ask me those questions. It's basically a cut down from the top of his head that goes all the way down to about his hip, opposite side, and that is all gone. It's just kind of this purple wisp where the body would start, as well as from the waist down, he currently has no legs.
Jesus. But the way he's flying around right now, can I see like his face? He seems happy?
Yeah. He always seems happy for the most part.
What happened to it? Wasn't there more before?
Sensitive question, S.
There was much more.
Was it injured in the fight?
All I do is pull the sword. Look a little different?
It does look different from the last time you saw him during the fight. you saw him swinging around this pretty large two-handed sword that was a slab of this iron that came up in this almost like prong-like tip. And now it looks like almost one of the prongs has chopped off, and it's now got this curvature to the blade.
Yes, it's broke.
Multiple times. This one last night.
Last night? In the fight or on the road?
This is what I woke up to.
It's been happening since we got here.
And him as well. This changes, he changes. Every few days, I lose more of him.
Oh. He seems unbothered.
He's always like this. He'll never change.
I'm sorry.
But we're going to go get him out now, as I look at everybody else and end my gaze on Z.
She's nodding her head, but she's not looking at you.
What about Barovia makes you think this is the place to do that?
The only clue I have now is what the card person what was her name?
Madame Eva.
Yes, her. She gave me the clue. Everything has come true from her, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I look at Zielle again.
Mm-hmm.
And my clue was an Argynvost hole.
And you hope whatever it is will help you.
Well, here, I'll pass Dahlia and Esmeralda glasses. I gave Alizzato the bottle.
Alizato's like begins to chug it while looking at Zielle and Theren just full on like, oh, I'm just gonna keep drinking until someone stops talking. Oh, look, they've stopped talking. Oh, wonderful wine.
Speaking of a small break in the conversation, Dahlia, I would love a wisdom saving throw with a -5, please.
Oh,
Whoa,
excuse me?
-5.
Hey,
Hello.
Wow.
She's just been chilling there.
Hey, fuck off, Ryan. No, I'm just
Tell him.
Oh my God.
kidding.
My God.
Sorry, everybody was like hyping me up. I got like excited. Okay.
No, makes sense.
25 -5 is a dirty 20, Ryan. How was that?
Oh.
Dahlia, that twinge behind your ear is felt once more. No voices come through, similarly to the interaction that you had on the road last night. Though as you're honing in on that feeling behind your ear, you're waiting for a normal voice, like usual. Though sensing nothing coming, you're waiting for the follow-up symptom that happened last night, where your eyes begin to feel like they were vibrating within your skull. But nothing happens as that twinge in a snap is calmed. It's like a nerve was twitching behind your ear, and out of nowhere, nothing.
Cade,
What?
let's start big and go smaller with more details. So let's start big. Cade, what do we know right now?
Have I ever heard that name?
No.
Have Theren and Zielle, have we talked about Cade in front of Dahlia at all?
No, I don't think so.
At least not by name, even if we have, I think. Hey, well, you see all the color drain from Zielle's face. I don't know what Theren's reaction is, but you would see Zielle have a visible reaction. And is speechless for once.
This is all the knowledge I have of Cade, and I just point down at my sword in the middle of the floor.
You did that?
I just nod.
Who is Cade?
He is no friend to Strahd. Strahd hates him.
Okay.
Where is this coming from, Dahlia? Where did you hear about him?
He spoke to me. He told me he could bring back people I'd lost. And I sadly kind of nod to Baron.
When did he speak to you?
A couple days ago, right before the masquerade.
Before the masquerade. Why did you not bring it up before?
I wasn't sure.
All right. Yeah, Theren.
These are details that we must know.
They are details we must know, but these are also allies in this room.
I understand. I am just curious as to why this information was not brought up to us previously. So please, go on.
I give a gentle nod to Alizzato. Theren's right. I should have told you. I wasn't sure that there was a connection, but he has power that Strahd does not. He said he would help us. I didn't know anything about Theren. I don't obviously think we should take his help, but I know that he's connected somehow, and I just want us to get a look at all the players on the board, that's all. And she'll kind of recede.
What? What do you mean? Power that Strahd does not? He can help?
No, he does not help. He only takes. This is all he does. This is all he knows.
What is he?
A god?
A god.
I don't know. Evil incarnate itself. That's all I can say.
If he's evil incarnate, why does he not support Strahd?
Maybe Strahd is his competition.
He's not. More like a bug, I think.
Please, Dahlia, tell me. You did not agree to anything, did you?
No, I did not agree to anything. He showed them to me, my friends, and I couldn't say no, but I didn't say yes. I told him I would get back to him in 3 days, and I think that's tonight.
You're meeting with a god tonight?
Let's go off the bottle, wine dripping everywhere.
He will just show up in this tavern, in this inn.
It's more like kind of an astral projection type thing. I don't know if he like takes your soul or your like ego or what, but it's like a dream kind of a thing. I don't really know how it works because I'm not a god.
You've done it before.
More like he's done it before. He just kind of swoops in and all in God's timing, right?
That was awful. I was drinking, Betty.
Does he bring you to a big dark place, big throne, he sits on it?
Water, endless, like blood, sky, moon, death, destruction. It's all bad. Bury that. Yes. You've spoken to him?
Multiple times, yes.
This is just something you all do.
Apparently.
Wait, multiple times. I heard Cade in my head years ago. I didn't. He spoke to me before I actually ever came to Avrosa. He spoke to me before I left my first home, but it was just a voice. Perhaps I could go with you, Dahlia, to speak to him.
Oh, I would very much like that. He's gonna like totally peer pressure me, and that'll make me really nervous. So I'd love it actually if we could all go together. I don't know how that works, but that's his problem, not mine.
Well, like most gods, he asks for an offering of blood. I'll just cut my hand, and we'll just stick together, and maybe Theren and Alizzato too. And
we want to talk to this evil thing.
I would very much like to speak with him.
actually, on second thought, why don't we not bring Theren?
I think we all should go. We have to be a united front.
She makes a good point.
Oh, like you've ever cared about being united front.
I did recently, till somebody broke that.
Swishing the wine bottle, seeing if there's any. Oh, look at that. This bottle's empty. I must get some more. But they are going to deliver some to them.
Yeah, those kids are coming, right?
Yeah, they're coming at some point.
I left the ballroom with the intention of us being united. I was trying to get more help.
And is that help found on your back currently?
Yeah, it might be. But I can tell you all, it's not from Vasily. Vasily is Strahd, by the way, if I know Dahlia is already aware. But for anyone else who didn't know, Vasily is just another appearance for the devil himself. So just know that he can turn into other people entirely.
I guess he's a shapeshifter.
Seems like a lot of us can change lately.
Yeah, it does. Let's show me your eyes.
Zielle, I'm going to ask you one more time. how many occurrences have you had with Cade?
I've only seen him once. He spoke to me some years back and helped me escape from a situation that I didn't want to be in. Then I found Suni, and I didn't ever hear him again until we came here to Barovia when Madame Ava was reading my personal tarot. Suni spoke through her to me, and so did Cade. That was the last time before the masquerade that I heard Cade. Then I saw him there. Or not there, I guess, in the place that you both spoke of.
Now, how do you explain this? Your new help.
Why, you don't like it?
It's different. And that's not you.
It is now. You don't get to decide that. Because I already did. And sure, it wasn't much of a choice between Strahd and Cade, but she'll look to the rest of the group. I went to another room to dance with Vasily, well, to talk to him really, and we ended up dancing, and he ended up biting me. She has a lot of hair, so she would move her hair aside so you could see the 2 puncture wounds on her neck. It was Strahd. That's how I found out. He bit me, and as I was bleeding out and everything was going black, Cade called me to him. And that's how I met Cade for the first time. See, she looked like she kind of pauses because she doesn't want to go on. He offered that he could help me as well, just like he did you, Dahlia. And just like he did you, Theren.
Promise me you did not agree to anything with him.
What, you agreed to something, right? Why doesn't she get to?
I was a child. I didn't know. She has known of him. She knows what he's done to me. She knows what he's done to all of us. And you willingly agreed to help.
What has he done to you? You mean he's helping you get Baron back, who was murdered by someone else?
He is actively taking him from me. He has put him through years of torture. And me. I've lived in a fucking hell because of him.
Would you rather live without him entirely? Are you saying that you don't want him here?
I'd rather him be in peace.
And why would you make that deal?
You think I want him back? No, I want him to rest. As do I.
I can see that by how you keep trying to kill yourself every time we get into a scuffle with anyone. I am not ready to rest. I have things to do here. I have people I care about who I can't just let go of. I don't know if I would have just died and gone to your precious rest that you speak of, or if I was lucky, I would end up as Strahd's slave, a vampire who needs to feed on people and is connected to him instead. Him, the reason that Tanis is dead. Or I had one other option. And I wish that I had not made the mistake of going with Vasily in the first place. That was on me. That's where I messed up, and I'll take that, but I do not regret the decision that I made. If anything, you saw what it did. I can fly. Listen, I'm not happy about it, but Cade does have advantages. He can do things that Strahd can't do, and he did let me speak to Tanis. Whether that was a manipulation tactic or not, it was a good thing either way. And so, yeah, I made a promise, and she'll hold up her hand. You just see this black band on her finger. But now I can do what I want to do. One of those things being help you get Baron back or put him to rest or whatever it is. If anything, I don't know. If you were connected to him, it didn't seem that horrible for me to be connected to him either. And I'm sorry for everything that has happened to you. I am sorry for everything that has happened to each of us and everything that has happened since we came to this Feels like a joke, but godforsaken place. If you wanted me to die instead, fine. But I didn't. Not yet.
You have every right to make all the decisions that you made. I hurt. I feel nothing but agony now, knowing everything I've gone through. Now you will go through as well. This has all been to try to protect you and you and you, all of you. I never wanted anybody to get close enough to go through any of this. Why do you think I've spent my entire life alone? No one deserves this but me. But we're gonna make this right now.
We were already in hell. We might as well all be there together. Dahlia's already connected to him. Ollie, Esmeralda, join the family? I'm joking.
Okay, good. Because I was not about to join in on that.
You don't have to make any deal, but perhaps he has interest in our whole party. That much is clear.
Am I included in that?
Do you want to be?
I don't know.
I guess let us know if you hear from him, but so far, no. So far, you're, I guess, safe. But yeah, sticking around us might pique his interest.
Do you know what he is a god of?
I thought he was a demon of some sort before. He was the one who proclaimed himself a god, and I think that he's telling the truth, because I think that making an agreement with him broke something in my connection with Suni, who I know is a goddess, so I think they are on a similar tier, but no, I don't know of what, but he is the reason for the mists.
Strahd did not create the mists.
No, I mean, Strahd even spoke to us of Cade when we dined in his home before.
I had always thought it was Strahd. Strahd is the ancient, Strahd is the land, Strahd is the mists.
I think that Strahd doesn't mind people thinking that.
May I ask what you promised him?
Let's get specific, Z.
Ryan, shut up!
Biting
Ryan's
his
over
finger.
there, like, with his fist in his mouth. Yeah, Ryan's having a great time.
Ryan's eating this up right now.
Well, he seems to have taken, I suppose, a particular kind of interest in me. One that I am not unfamiliar with and know how to deal with. He just wants a companion, I think. That's what I promised I'd be.
So you spend time with him?
You promised to bind yourself to him for all eternity, didn't you?
I mean, I won't live for all eternity, but
But you can.
I don't think he can make me immortal.
Is he not himself?
I don't know. I would rather be able to accomplish the things that we need to and suffer after than to be gone. I told him the agreement like this doesn't require love.
Love?
Yeah. Like, you know, you would think companionship would involve that, and I said that right up front.
Is he in love with you?
I really want to make a joke right now, but I won't. Yeah, I think I don't know about love, but I mean, he has, I guess, what you would call romantic interest. That's the particular interest that I meant. But like I said, that's nothing new. He may be a god, but he's still just a man.
A man who has bound you to an eternity.
Well, yes, and I was bound to Suni before, so oaths can be broken.
Zielle, I'm not here to cast judgment on any decision. I believe everything you have mentioned and said holds true. I would have probably made a similar choice if it was up to me. But your connection to Suni from the brief time in which I knew you to be speaking with her was different. This seems binding. An eternity sounds much different when you are bound to someone. But if you trust in Cade, if you trust in this choice you've made, I would, not in Theren's way, but probably reiterate that there is a possibility that you could live forever by his side.
Maybe there is, but forever is hardly my issue right now. We have much more pressing matters, and I still have those people that I care about and want to be with around me right now. And she'll look at each of you.
Zielle, forever is everything.
It's not right now.
If forever is real, all of us are nothing. You will eventually lose each and every one of us. And you will live with it for eternity.
And when I lose you, it'll be worth it because I lost you on my own terms and no one else's. I understand that there will be consequences for this. There are consequences. I'm just asking, if we're worried that that could be true, then I would like to enjoy the time that I do have. I would like to spend the time with each of you, and I would like us to accomplish the things that we set out to do together. I can't change it. I can't change it. It's done. What are we going to do about Dahlia having to speak to him tonight, at any time? That is more pressing.
You're not gonna spend forever with him, Zielle. We're gonna figure out a way to break it. Do we work with him?
I don't know.
If you, slept with him, would he just kill Strahd for you?
See, this is crazy that you were not talking like this earlier, because this is what I was wanting when we were having our girl talk, and now you're speaking my language.
Well, I did not know that you was, I don't know, had this god more powerful than Strahd who's in love with you. Do you think he's going to want a child?
Can gods do that?
Sure. I mean, I've read of demigods. That's a thing.
I hope not. I have too many things to do. Dahlia has to talk to him tonight.
Okay.
I appreciate the concern. We'll get back to this. These are thoughts that I have been having. I love where we're going with this. What should Dahlia do? He will offer you something that you really want or even need, which you know that. He's already done that. He's already dangled it in front of you. We have yet to see him keep a promise. We are still working on Theren and Baron, but we have yet to see where that goes. And I don't know how my deal is going to play out, but I know Theren and I both have abilities that we do not have without Cade. So I suppose there's that.
Oh, man.
I think my circumstances might be slightly different, and I don't perhaps appeal to Cade in the ways in which perhaps you all do. I think I'm bound to the earth, and I've been sent here on a mission to prolong this endless cycle of torture. But I would ask Dahlia, if this opportunity presents itself, and as Zielle said, you are offered the unimaginable, then we must ask, what do you think he can provide for you that you yourself cannot accomplish?
Dahlia's quiet for a moment and really still. And when she looks back up at you, Ollie, her white pupils and irises are almost like glowing, almost like a fire would crackle, but it's white. I don't know if all of you know, but it's not a secret, I guess. I was here before for a very long time, and I had friends. I'm all that's left. And Cade said that he could bring them back. Strahd created one of them at the masquerade of my love Elle. But I'm afraid of what it would cost. And a gentle glance. She'll reach across and just put a hand on Zielle's knee. They are at peace. She'll look over to Theren. I don't need them to go through this again.
I don't mean to take anything from you. If you wish to engage in this conversation with Cade, by all means, we will, in the best way we're able to do so, join you. If one thing's clear from both the conversations that Theren and Zielle have had with this individual, it seems that he knows exactly what you need. He knows exactly how to give it to you. And then, as you said, the question then becomes, what are you willing to lose? Dahlia, I saw someone at the dance too. I saw an older me, a younger me, alive and well, dancing and enjoying his time. But what came over me in that moment was both joy and a sadness. The realization of what was and what could never be. Because time moved on. You grew. You found something else. That hole remained perpetually there, sinking and swallowing whatever it can. But some things stay out of reach. Some things are allowed to be good, pure. We'll join you. Hell, we'll join anyone. I just sort of look over to Esmeralda. I'm like, you can come too, if you wish. We go down to the pits of hell together and make a fun deal with Cade. Or no, or not. You don't have to.
I really just intended to get some updates on where and how you found Strutt's coffin, but now I am learning quite a bit.
Oh, well, we do that. When there is wine and unresolved feelings, we will do this.
And there's always unresolved feelings.
Always. You should have met Tanis.
We actually resolved those feelings.
I think I will sit out of your meeting tonight, if I have the option.
Of course you do.
Where will you go?
Well, I will stay here until you return. I'd like to hear how it goes. Then I will meet up with Rudolph in his tower and go on from there to seek more information, I'm sure, unless he has since found the information we need. When in doubt, I will probably be at his tower. And you know where that is, yes? You apparently killed an entire pack of werewolves.
Somebody had a couple tricks up her sleeve, but yes, we were able to help in a way.
Yeah, Zielle totally surprised us. It was quite impressive, actually.
Was it that much of a surprise?
No, but the werewolves didn't even stand a chance.
Of course not.
What did you do? How did you take them down?
She took the power of the sun. And you see as Alizato's now starting to get a little bit comfortable with the drink, and he's like, took the power of the sun.
I mean,
she harnessed it.
it was the moon, technically, but, the moon is just reflecting the sun's light, so, kind of it's the sun, but
She shot a hole through each one of their eyes, blinded them, and then Dahlia drowned them in the river. It was quite impressive. And you know what's the worst part?
What?
There was 2 fucking boys that asked me what I wanted. Oh, and Danica! Danica wants to meet with me. I apologize. I must excuse myself. And I'll just sort of get up. I will be getting more drink. If anyone wants anything.
Wait, Danica's here.
Yes, her son wanted to talk to me. He said some really rude things and...
Thank gods.
But I'll go get more drink. I'll allow you all to continue mingling here. And then I'll just sort of dart eyes at Theren. Calmly, and I shall return.
Do you really think I could seduce a god?
Well, it sounds like you already have.
Brom said that Danica was up in her room and requested your presence before you left for the day. And you know that Danica does reside within the Blue Water Inn. She has her own separate room on the second floor. It's tucked way in the back, where her, Erwin, both stay, and Brom and Bray have their own room as well.
Yeah, I'll just make my way over to her room.
Tucked around kitty corner, it is down this very small hallway that leads to a single room, a single door that is currently closed.
If I can, just for the hell of it, maybe as a passive perception, could I happen to hear anything from the other side of the door?
What is your passive perception?
17.
The only thing you hear as you approach, as you go down this smaller hallway, the ruckus of the tavern below is getting a little more muffled as you get away from the hubbub. And as you get closer to the door, all you can hear is a faint female breath. Seems like deep breathing.
Take a moment and be as respectful as I can, and then I'll do a gentle knock on the door.
You hear muffled from inside. Is it?
It's the best beard in Vallaki.
Come on in. It's almost as if the joke was swept aside in this moment.
Okay. Rude, but whatever. I'll go in.
As you open the door, Alizzato, into Danica's room, you feel an almost immediate change in the temperature. It is almost like you're walking into a sauna. It's hot, it's humid, and you spot Danica sprawled out on her bed with beads of sweat covering every inch of her exposed dark skin. She still has her masquerade outfit on from near 2 days ago, though her mask is thrown on the floor. Her outfit and sheets are visibly damp as she is taking these long and controlled heavy breaths.
I walk in and I look around the room as I'm beginning to talk, not realizing this, and then all of a sudden my eyes fixate on her and it looks like your shitty little...
Whoa. Hey, Danica.
Make my way over.
You doing all right?
She tries to raise a hand up to meet your beard. I guess I had just one too many drinks last night.
Well, I think we all might have had a bit more than we could have handled, but...
No, Ollie, it's not the alcohol. I'm afraid it's what was in it.
What did you drink, Danica? Do you need something? I can get Zielle. She might be able to relieve you of this pain.
I'm afraid it's a little too late for that. And she lifts up the side of her skirt. Her one leg is set on the floor as herself is in her bed. And she begins to lift up her dress. And you can see 2 puncture wounds deep in her thigh.
It's almost like if the room around me goes dark and my eyes flick to a red. Without touching her leg, placing my hand over the puncture wound, just sort of feeling what I would imagine is a heat that is so unnatural, so sort of centered on a point.
And I
thought I could get out quick enough. I got caught in the crowd, and it's not even the bite. I don't know if Strahd knew. I think there was something in my drink. I've been feeling like hell, Alizzato. I don't know if I make it through this night, and I swear it was some sort of ploy on him to send me back in this state, knowing that I'd turn in the walls of this place.
The devil likes to play with his food.
And boy, did I indulge.
But hey, Danica, it'll be all right.
It's almost like Alizato's trying to find the words to say it, and then he's like,
You'll be here always. You are the heart of this place. and that he cannot take away. But there has to be something that we might be able to. Why would you call me? What can I do?
You were the one who was there. You were the only one who knew what happened within those walls. I knew you'd show back up here. My loyal customer. But I saw you, Alizzato. I saw you on that dance floor. I saw your connection to nature, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hid it from you for so long, but I feel it too. I saw your gift. Your connection with the wind, the wild, the feather, the fur. And I need you to keep it alive. Because if I'm not here, I can't do it myself. And she has a pendant sitting around her neck. It is this dark purple amethyst embedded in this silver pendant that is already unlatched from her neck. And she places her hand on it. I saw the way you fought. And it was reminiscent of me in my days. But when I flew out of there as quick as I could, I took notice of what you could do. I'm a part of an organization, Alizzato, that I need you to keep alive. An organization that keeps this land alive. There's a lot of us out there. At least there was. But the keepers of the feather. I'm the last one. Erwin and I was the last one of Vallaki. We just wanted to keep the peace of the land while we still have it. And I know that you hold that deep in your heart. We may be few and far between, but we are mighty together, and I need you to find them, and I need you to keep them alive. So please take this. As she clutches that amulet on her chest.
Alizzato looks around at her, at the puncture wound, at the necklace, hesitates, and then as he reaches for it, Danica, I don't know what time I have. I don't know what days look like for me. I don't know how long this cycle will remain unbroken. But in every life, this place has always been home. I'm so sorry. And instead of grabbing the necklace, I just go in for like a hug over the bed.
As you hover over her body, it is hot to the touch, physically and visibly damp. Though she takes her one arm that isn't clutching that pendant and reaches it up and around to grab onto your shoulder, just to hold you for a moment.
As I pull away, place my hand over her hand holding the necklace, and then, you want me to find them? Keep them alive?
Keep all of us alive.
Danica, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Can you, I need you to do me a favor, Alizzato.
Sure.
Before you leave, just two things. You can take the boys to the orphanage. Just tell them they're gonna have a sleepover with Millie for a few days. You can let Miss Claudia know what happened. She'll ease them into the news. They still aren't over Erwin. They can't lose the one thing they had left so quickly. I already said my goodbyes.
All right. I don't want to ask. I don't want to say it. But what will become of you?
That's the other favor. I didn't open the damn window when I got in here, and I haven't had the strength to get up and open it. You just leave the window open, Sweet Pea. I'll fly out of here and I won't stop. I'll get as far away from civilization as I can so I don't hurt nobody.
Alizzato stops, looks over at the window, looks back at Danica. Regardless of what happens, Danica, you'll return. And it may take you some time. And you won't know precisely what is happening. And you won't be able to formulate the same thoughts as you did before. But you'll come back. And when you do, go to the orphanage. I'll be there with the boys. It'll take some time. They'll probably be much older, maybe out of that place. I don't know how these fucking things work. But I promise you, you'll come back. This isn't the end of you. This isn't the end of you. But I'll leave the windows open.
It's a comforting thought to end on. I'm a little worried I belong to him now, and if that's the case, I hope we don't meet again, Alizzato.
Well, I hope we fucking do, because my bill is a little high, and I'm not looking to pay it anytime soon.
She chuckles in between these heavy breaths, just trying to keep her consciousness.
My entire life has been devoted to ending him. Every single day I wake with the knowledge of my prolonged torture in this place, all at his hand. When we meet, Danica, it'll be the day in which we end him. And then you'll be free. That I don't only promise you, I guarantee it. By the winds that carry you, by the earth that you touch as you run further and further. Don't let the darkness scare you. We are here. We're here for you, not him.
I look forward to it. And I have full and utter faith in you. You goddamn pain in my ass. Thank you for always being a friend to Erwin. And that smile and hearty laugh of yours always brighten my day, whether I expressed it or not.
Might be the sentimental part in me. He always reminded me of my mother. And Alizzato gets up, takes the necklace with him.
You can see tears begin to mix with the sweat dripping down her cheeks.
Well, Danica, looks like this room is running quite warm.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind getting that window, Alizzato, I'll take a couple silver off your tab.
Place my hand on the lock for the window, unlatch it, and with one hand I just push the window open. And then I look back to her. Hopefully in this moment, the wind that is carried in here is such a chilling and rush of wind that whatever leaves remained embedded within my beard and my hair just sort of like naturally come out and rest among the floor and some petals perhaps like on her bed. I promise you, Danica.
No words come from Danica as she just closes her eyes and takes in that chilling breeze running over her damp body, giving her a little comfort from this fever that is ravaging her.
Takes a deep breath out, exhales, and then just still looking at her, reaches for the door, opens the door, looks at her intently, and then closes it shut.
The moment Danica is out of view, you hear the fluttering of feathers as a bird flies out the window and into the fog-filled night sky of Barovia behind you.
Stop right outside the door. And I'm assuming the tavern is still, lively and everyone enjoying themselves. All I want to do is just look for her sons.
Making your way down the hallway, you're on the second floor. You know the Blue Water Inn has an open second floor. There's a balcony that lines the outer rim. And as you get to that railing, you look down, and chipper as ever, Brom and Bray are playing tag with one another as they are running in between patrons, bumping into others, and the sound of laughter meets your ears from them.
You both gonna be here the rest of the night? Playing your stupid fucking game?
One looks up and gives you a thumbs up as his brother comes up behind him and tags him. And you can see him jolt forward as his hand comes down and his gaze breaks yours as he turns around to then go chase his brother.
Come meet me when it starts to die down. Your mom said, not me.
There's no response other than the laughter. The disgruntled patron as they are knocked and their drink spills slightly. However, that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Oh my God. We gotta fight God.
I will say, Alizzato, for you, you now have the Amethyst of the Keepers of the Feather. You can use a wild shape slot to transform into a were-raven. I have a stat block being sent to you, along with a additional action that the were-raven can take at this level. That is where we are going to end the episode for tonight. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you in 2 weeks to chat with Cade, potentially. Good night, everybody.
Bad night.
Bye. Bad night.